A very good evening to you. This is your primetime news bulletin at 9, coming to you live on MTV Sports and Shakti TV from our News First Centre here in Colombo. I'm Shahin Jurangpati.
And I'm Arundhati Mudannaika. First, a look at the stories making headlines this evening.
Headlines on News First at 9.
Explosion at an ice manufacturing plant in the Margalla Fisheries Harbour in Gaul claims the life of a technician. Minister Keheli Rambukwalla says that 37 countries have confirmed their participation for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. The plot to ensure that Ranil Wickremesinghe remains as the leader of the UNP revealed. Chief Minister of the North Central Province issues instructions to conduct a prompt inquiry into the sale of a lottery ticket for the Education Development Fund in the province.
News First at 9.
Let's start off with a look at tonight's top story. Arundhati.
Yes, responding to a question raised in British Parliament yesterday, British Foreign Secretary William Hague explained that the reason as to why Britain would be attending the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Sri Lanka.
We have serious concerns about the human rights situation in Sri Lanka, including freedom of expression and judicial independence. I will use my attendance at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to see the situation on the ground and raise our concerns directly with the Sri Lankan government. There are many serious criticisms, including our own, in our own reports of the to take up in Sri Lanka. But the Right Honourable Gentleman must recognise as well that the meeting of the Commonwealth Heads of Government will consider matters such as the future of the Millennium Development Goals, expanding international trade, upholding human rights in other parts of the world. We need to be present at those discussions with a quarter of the globe. And we also need to recognise that the consequences for the Commonwealth of the United Kingdom not attending a Heads of Government meeting of the Commonwealth would be very, very serious and could be very long term. And that is why it's very important. That's why we decided to be there at the table at the Commonwealth Heads of Government, as well as raising the concerns so well expressed in this House.
We
have a confirmed participation which is higher than the number of members present at the last Trogam summit in Perth. This is the situation in general. 37 countries have already confirmed their participation. Their state leaders will be participating. I believe we will receive more confirmations in the next few days. Meanwhile, the core committee of the Indian Congress Party granted approval to Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Sri Lanka. India Sun TV reported that approval was granted during a meeting held at the Prime Minister's office in New Delhi. According to Sun TV, the committee had concluded that India should continue with its existing policies in the international platform, adding that the summit should not be considered as an issue between India and Sri Lanka. The Commonwealth rally, which arrived in Mathura yesterday via Dondrahead, reached the capital of the South, Gaul, on day 30 of its journey across the island.
Held to create awareness on the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to be held in Colombo, the Commonwealth rally has been receiving a heartfelt reception from the public.
The Commonwealth rally, which will mark its presence in all corners of the country, commenced its journey today from the southern city of Mathura. The ceremony to mark the beginning of today's leg of the rally took place this morning under the auspices of Parliamentarian Buddhika Patirana, Minister of the Southern Province Bindu Veerasinghe, the Mayor of Mathura Shashindra Handunge and Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited Shivan Daniel. The flag of the East African nation Uganda was hoisted by the Southern Provincial Minister Bindu Veerasinghe.
The pride runs in our blood. It beats to the tune of fox.
පුත්‍රාජ්‍යමණ්ඩලයේ රටක් වශයෙන් 1962 එකතු වෙන උගන්ඩා රාජ්‍ය බ්‍රිතාන්‍යයේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ රාජ්‍යයක් වශයෙන් හඳුනා දෙන්න පුළුවන්.
The Commonwealth Rally, a joint initiative by the Ministry of Mass Media and Information, Sri Lanka Youth and the MTV MBC network, then commenced its journey from Matara.
Sri Lanka is all my home. Sri Lanka will always be home.
The MTV MBC network has once again showcased its creativity. The entire country has been united by the MTV MBC network. On behalf of the people of the South and the people of Mathura, we wish to extend our gratitude to MTV MBC. We are thankful to the Sirasa Media Network for organizing such an event at national level and visiting Mathura.
The land of our fathers and pride. The pride.
The rally, which bid farewell to Mathura and travelled through the towns of Valigama, Ahangama, Koggala, Habaradua and Unawatana to Galle, received a warm welcome from the public.
Bloom in the sunshine. Forever our dreams shall live.
It is an honor to partner for such a venture. We express our gratitude to the Sirasa Media Network for organizing such a rally. The Commonwealth Rally will head to Kalatura tomorrow on day 31 of its journey.
One person was killed and in an explosion that took place at an ice manufacturing plant of the Ceylon Fisheries Corporation located at the Margala Fisheries Harbour in Galle.
Another individual who sustained injuries in the explosion is continuing to receive treatment at the Karapitia Teaching Hospital.
Managing Director of the Ceylon Fisheries Corporation, Ruwan Lankeshwar, says one of the 8 compressors used at the ice manufacturing plant had malfunctioned last afternoon. 2 technicians from the Galle branch of the Ceylon Fisheries Corporation and 2 technicians from Colombo had begun maintenance work on the compressor last night. After the technicians repaired the machine, they had begun testing it. It was then that one of the compressors exploded, killing a senior technician attached to the Ceylon Fisheries Corporation. Following the explosion, a gas leak occurred at the ice manufacturing plant. According to the police, the Galle Fire and Rescue Unit took immediate measures to douse the fire and stop the gas leak. 2 individuals who sustained injuries in the accident were rushed to the Karapitia Teaching Hospital. However, according to the police, 1 individual succumbed to his injuries. According to Judicial Medical Officer Dr. H.M. Mahinda, the cause of death was severe burns. We went and inspected the scene of the incident and there was a clear smell of ammonia in the area. The remains of the individual was released to his son. They should be more careful when carrying out maintenance work. The deceased, 55-year-old M.V. Premalal, was a senior technician attached to the Ceylon Fisheries Corporation headquarters and was a father of 3. The other victim who sustained injuries in the incident is a technician attached to the Galle branch of the corporation. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana noted that the gas which leaked after the explosion was in fact ammonia. Ajit Rohana added that the explosion occurred when the 4 technicians had finished work and were not wearing protective gear. All steps have been taken to carry out investigations into this incident through the police and at an institutional level. We have temporarily suspended work at the ice manufacturing plant. Nothing will happen to the fish that are kept in cold storage. We will be taking steps to shift the stock of fish to the cold storage facilities at our head office.
Incidents of loss of lives and harm to the public due to gas leaks reported in the recent past. 20th April 2012, Employees of a factory in Kaluthura and 10 area residents suffer from respiratory difficulties after a gas leak at the factory in the Kaluthura industrial estate. 15th May 2012. 18 employees at a factory in Hal Danduwana, Dankodu were hospitalized due to a gas leak. 16th November 2012. 2 employees at the oil refinery in Sapugaskanda die after inhaling poisonous gas. 9th October 2013. 302 persons hospitalized after a chlorine gas leak at the water pumping station in Panirwatha, Avisavala. 22nd October 2013. 72 persons hospitalized after a poisonous gas leak at the factory in Batakathara, Piliandala. Shouldn't safety measures be adhered to in order to prevent poisonous gas from entering the environment?
And up next is Crime Watch. The magisterial inquiry was conducted today into the remains of 3 individuals that were discovered inside a house in the Galpatha area in Ruanvalla. According to police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona, the judicial medical officer who examined the remains had confirmed that one of the deceased, a woman, had been raped. The police states that the victim, who had stab wounds on her body, has been identified as a 35-year-old mother of 3 who was an area resident. Her 10-month-old infant had also been murdered. The victim's mother says they had been missing since last morning, and following a search, their remains were found inside a neighboring house at around 5:30 p.m. yesterday.
She was hanging the clothes out to dry. Then at around 10 a.m. she went missing. The son of that individual works with my son-in-law.
3 girls were injured in an explosion caused by a device known as Hakkapatas in Bevelvatha, Balangoda.
The injured girls are receiving treatment at the Balangoda and Ratnapura hospitals.
3 children from the line houses in Bevelvatha, Balangoda were injured in the explosion. Our correspondent in the area said that the children met with the unfortunate incident while playing in a shed close to their house yesterday. The children had found a substance and had smashed it, resulting in the explosion. The injured are a 5-year-old and 2 7-year-old girls. The injured were initially admitted to the Balangoda hospital and 2 of them were later transferred to the Ratnapura hospital. According to the Explosives Act in the country, no one can possess any form of explosives or gunpowder without a valid permit. Those engaged in hunting animals, especially in rural areas, should take note of this. We hope to conduct raids in the future because reports have surfaced of such incidents where children were injured or have died.
On Business News tonight, the revised bus fares that were announced by the National Transport Commission on the 12th of this month will come into effect tomorrow. Now, accordingly, bus fares will increase by 7%. However, the minimum fare of 9 rupees will remain unchanged.
The current bus fare of 12 rupees will be increased to 13 rupees according to the revisions that will come into effect tomorrow. Bus fares ranging from 12 rupees to 27 rupees will increase by 1 rupee, while bus fares from 30 rupees to 32 rupees will increase by 2 rupees. Bus fares from 34 rupees to 48 rupees will increase by 3 rupees. The latest bus fare revision announced by the National Transport Commission also states that fares ranging from 49 rupees to 60 rupees will increase by 4 rupees, while fares from 62 rupees to 75 rupees will increase by 5 rupees. The maximum bus fare of 662 rupees announced by the National Transport Commission will be increased to 708 rupees. Fares charged by interprovincial buses and luxury buses will also increase. Meanwhile, the All Island Bus Owners Federation, which objected to this revision, charging that it was insufficient, stated today that they too will comply with the bus fare revision. Cabinet Media spokesperson Minister Kehli Ramukwella also commented on the bus fare hike. Yes, there is an increase. Incomes and the money circulation in the country have increased. The per capita income has increased. Therefore, other things too will increase relatively.